heard from NASA today, and guys, this is getting really interesting. This story has been building for weeks now, and today, something finally shifted. There's increasing pressure on NASA, both from the scientific community and from the public, to release the pictures that they took with their high-rise camera on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter on October 3rd. That was the exact date when the interstellar object, or comet, or as some people are daring to call it, the alien ship 3I Atlas, made its closest approach to Mars. Now, NASA has these images. They've confirmed that. But they're not releasing them. At least, not yet. And today we actually have a statement, not only from NASA, but also confirmation that they verified one of Harvard professor Dr. Avi Loeb's early observations about the object. And that's huge, because Avi Loeb was the same scientist who first argued that Oumuamua, the first interstellar visitor ever detected, might not be just a rock. So yeah, this is one of those days when you can literally feel the tension between science, government, and the unknown. NASA has also now officially activated a maximum planetary defense alert. That's the highest internal awareness level for tracking and assessing possible impact risks or unexplained phenomena near the solar system. The reason? Because 3I Atlas is different. They've analyzed its reflected spectrum, and what's shocking is that it seems to contain pure nickel. That's not what you find in typical comets, not even close. And that's why the agency internally has categorized this object and its trajectory as unexplained. Now, I want to share with you two quotes from Dr. Avi Loeb himself, because they tell us everything about how science is dealing with this. He said, and I quote, "In science, we are often intrigued by anomalies that are inconsistent with past paradigms. As a result, we bring forward possible theoretical interpretations which motivate the collection of new data." And then he added something that I personally love. Despite what some influencers claim, the foundation of science is the humility to learn, not the arrogance of expertise. That's such a powerful reminder. It's the kind of statement that separates curiosity from ego. Loeb also said, "Whatever it is, the interstellar object 3I Atlas is a gift from interstellar space. It is large, relatively bright, and it travels close to the ecliptic plane of the planets, meaning it's observable for a very long period of time by telescopes and orbiters placed in that plane. And more than anything, 3I Atlas offers us an opportunity to attract public appreciation to science and inspire kids to become scientists." That's beautiful, and in a way, emotional. Now, what's the latest development, guys? Well, if you've seen my earlier videos, links are in the end screen, you already know that 9 separate anomalies have been detected about 3I Atlas. 9. That makes it completely different from the only 2 other interstellar visitors we've ever seen, Oumuamua and 2I Borisov. So we have NASA's statement today, we have Loeb's confirmation, but we don't have the images. And that's where the frustration is coming from. Because, and here's the twist, it's not just NASA who took those images. China did too. Their Tianwen-1 Mars orbiter with its own high-definition camera called HIC also captured pictures of 3I Atlas when it passed near Mars. And guess what? They've actually released them. That's right. China beat NASA to the punch. Now, these images were taken on the same day, October 3rd, 2025, when 3I Atlas came within about 29 million kilometers of Mars. NASA's high-rise camera on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter also observed it at that time. But unlike China, they've kept their images under wraps. The high-rise camera is legendary. It's got a 50-centimeter aperture, capable of capturing 30 centimeters per pixel detail. That's roughly 3 times sharper than the Hubble Space Telescope managed when it captured 3I Atlas back on July 21st. So everyone's asking the same question. If NASA has such advanced data, why are they holding it back? Congresswoman Ana Paulina Luna has also stepped in. She's been vocal, putting pressure on NASA to release the images. And Professor Loeb has been sending letters himself, trying to convince the agency to publish the data. Because here's something interesting. The analysis was done in collaboration with a non-governmental university that isn't affected by the US government lockdown. So technically, the data could be released. So why not? That's where speculation begins. Some say it's just bureaucratic. Others think there might be more to it. Perhaps an ongoing analysis that NASA doesn't want the public to misinterpret. Ana Paulina Luna posted today on X, formerly Twitter, "Just had a good conversation with NASA regarding 3I Atlas. As soon as the government reopens, they'll release the images and data. Unfortunately, due to bureaucratic reasons, they cannot until then. But Dr. Avi Loeb's analysis has been confirmed." So at least officially, NASA has validated Loeb's early findings about the abnormal tail of 3I Atlas. Remember that tail? Back in August, Loeb pointed out that the tail wasn't behaving like a normal comet's dust plume. It looked controlled. Now that observation has been confirmed. NASA has noted the same. And that changes everything, because if 3I Atlas's trajectory or tail motion is non-natural, it means either a physical property we've never seen before, or some kind of artificial process. Now, let's talk about what China has shown us so far. The Tianwen-1 orbiter entered Mars orbit back in February 2021, and its high IC camera, though smaller, 38.7 centimeter mirror, is still powerful. It took a total of 302 frames of 3I Atlas as it passed by. Chinese researchers then created an animation showing the object's movement across the Martian sky. And yes, as you can imagine, the images are mostly just a bright dot against the black background. But even from that, you can tell there's a surrounding coma, a hazy sphere of light, suggesting a nucleus several thousand kilometers wide. But what's truly puzzling is that the brightness curve doesn't fluctuate like a rotating rock would. It's steady. That's weird. Usually, comets tumble, and as they spin, their light curve changes slightly. 3I Atlas doesn't. It's as if the object maintains a constant orientation. Again, that's not typical. And that's what makes scientists like Loeb suggest that maybe, just maybe, this object could be some form of engineered probe or relic from another civilization. Now, does NASA think that? Probably not publicly, but the fact that they're holding those images so tightly raises questions. Let's put this in perspective. We've only ever detected 3 interstellar visitors in human history. Oumuamua, 2017, 2I Borisov, 2019, and now 3I Atlas, 2025. Each time, our instruments and telescopes have improved, but even then, the objects always leave us with more questions than answers. So it's not that there are only 3 interstellar objects out there, it's that our technology has only caught 3 so far. Loeb himself said it. Our tools are finally good enough to notice what's always been flying through space around us. And that's the haunting thought, because if 3I Atlas truly behaves in a way that defies physics as we understand it, it means our neighborhood might be a lot busier than we think. Now, while NASA waits for the US government to reopen and authorize the release, the Chinese Space Administration has quietly posted their data online, and people around the world are trying to analyze those images independently. Astrophotographers have been comparing them with the old Hubble images from July, trying to see if the object's tail direction or light intensity has changed. And yes, there is a difference. The tail seems shorter now, the nucleus brighter, meaning 3I Atlas is either slowing down its rotation or something has stabilized it. Could that be a natural process? Sure, but it's also the kind of pattern you'd expect if a probe or craft was adjusting its trajectory. So, what's next? Dr. Loeb says, Here's hoping for better images from NASA's HiRISE in the coming days, but even then, we shouldn't expect too much detail. He's right. Even at 30 centimeters per pixel, it's going to be a few bright pixels on a dark field, not a crystal clear surface shot. But even so, the data, the light signatures, the reflectivity, the composition, that's what scientists care about. And that's where the real mystery is hiding. So yeah, guys, this is where we stand. NASA confirms the abnormal tail. China releases the first official images. Harvard's Avi Loeb says the object could be our biggest opportunity to study interstellar technology. And the public waits for NASA's photos that might finally reveal whether 3I Atlas is just a rock or something more. I'll keep you updated, of course. If you find this fascinating, please subscribe, like, and share this video. It really helps push our work forward. Check the links in the end screen for more. There's also a brand new video up about what happened after the blatant disaster and what NASA and Space Force are quietly preparing for behind the scenes. It's in the end screen here. And if you want to learn everything about 3I Atlas, I've put the full playlist right next to it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay curious, stay open-minded, and I'll see you in the next one.